Hey, what's up? How are you this morning? It is I, your grumpy guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense that is known as the OGGM, broadcasting live from Site B on another dismal, foggy June morning in 2024. It's the first week of a new month, so once again, we are going to browse the interweb for what you would think there'd be plenty of: Dungeons and Dragons 50th anniversary merchandise. And once again, at this point, with Origins literally around the corner, it boggles the mind that Hasbro Wizards has not made an official Dungeons and Dragons 50th anniversary t-shirt, stickers, calendar, anything. They've licensed it out to some other companies, but even that, far less stuff than we would expect. We go over to the general just search page for my internet browser of choice. We can see that we know about the Converse. We know about the clothing line. These are all licensed. None of them really scream 50th anniversary, though, right? Because none of them say 50th anniversary. Now, you would think, even for somebody who, dislikes Wizards of the Coast like me, I'd be willing to fork out $20-$30 for a t-shirt with the image. We already have an official 50th anniversary image from Hasbro Wizards. It's on the back of the new books. And just something like saying, Dungeons and Dragons 50th anniversary, Dungeons and Dragons, 2024 to 1974, that how hard would bringing that into existence be? I don't know a lot about t-shirt making, but from what I do know, it doesn't feel like that would have been very hard to mass produce that image on a t-shirt. And something you should have been doing since the beginning of, the year, especially since it's the year of the dragon. But as I've said every month, that has yet to happen. In fact, we got this t-shirt here. But it's close. It's not official from Wizards. It's from a company called Flgs. That's it. And it's not the dragon. It's this Diablo-looking demon. So we know that's not official. We've got a couple other ones. We've got these weird Hawaiian shirts. A random assortment of licensed and unlicensed merch. Here's this one from Redbubble. But that says it's not official, and it says it's not set in stone. So this image isn't even official or if complete. So, yeah. An utter lack, once again, of 50th anniversary merch from official Wizards of the Coast. Plenty of unofficial. At least we're now seeing a couple that do say, hey, 50th anniversary. So that's close. The closest we've seen so far. We do have, the limited edition stuff that they're making that technically is the 50th anniversary merch. We got the stupid book. I'm not going to talk about that. We've got the figures, which range from meh to, oh my God, that's awesome, to what was the whole thing with that last figure. We've got the action figures. I mean, I'd fork out, 15, 20 bucks for a War Duke action figure to be sitting on my desk if I saw one at a store. We've got some unofficial t-shirts. We've got the Lego set, which is not an official 50th anniversary merchandise. It's just a contest they ran. They've got this one, with a mind flare. That's maybe the closest we're going to get to an official Wizards of the Coast Hasbro 50th, because the mind flare is, theirs. That's at least that image / idea is theirs. So that's closer than the other one. But still, another couple ones. The action figures, the toys, then just some random stuff. The 224 calendar, a t-shirt for Dark Sun. But yeah, again, how hard would it have been? Not enough staff. Well, they wouldn't do it they wouldn't do it in-house. They would just, make the logo and then farm it to a t-shirt company who could make them in vast bulk and then just put them out either on the, the official D&D store on D&D Beyond or through their Target / Amazon links. And you would have the official, sponsored, canon, official, and say, you'd have the official licensed image that we now have seen on the back of the new Player's Handbook and DM's Guide, Dungeons and Dragons 1974 through 2024, or Dungeons and Dragons Year of the Dragon 1974 to 2024, or something. But no, we've got other people who are making things, but nothing with the official image and nothing saying, whatever. So the best we're going to get so far is some other company doing a 50th anniversary t-shirt that closely, next best thing. Celebrate D&D 50th with some Wretched stuff. Well, obviously, yes, you should head over to Lulu if you have not yet and pick up any of the Wretched Vigilantes books that I have made available on Lulu, or you could go over to my drive-thru, link down below, and pick up 2 books that are Wretched Vigilantes adjacent that I have made. If you're asking, am I going to be making any Wretched Vigilantes and stuff in the future? Miguel has said he's not really interested in it. So anything I make for Wretched Vigilantes in the future will be self-published, which is probably better for me and better for them, since Wretched Vigilantes isn't really as dark and bizarre as they wanted it to be. And it's, I don't really want it to be, so yeah, the word Wretched Vigilantes, unfortunately, that's there. So I could never use that word again unless it's something they're publishing. But I am going to continue to make superhero stuff that you can use with Wretched. We already have 2 up on drive-thru. And I will shortly have a 3rd up on drive-thru, and then a 4th probably in another couple days that'll approved for use with Wretched. But they won't be from Red Room. They'll be my stuff. I don't know what my relationship with them going forward will be. They mentioned if I was interested in doing a topic, and I was kind of interested in it, and I'm sort of researching it, but it's like, well, I've already got one project I'm about finished with, another project I kind of want to work with, and I don't really know, about my relationship with them, because they want to go one direction and I want to go a different direction, and why I loved working with them and hope I can again. I don't really want to do dark, disgusting body horror that they want to do. And it doesn't really work for superheroes. So I don't know. That said, yeah, head on over to my drive-thru and pick up the Wretched stuff that I've put on drive-thru, and we'll be continuing to put on drive-thru. And head on over to Lulu and pick up the entire Wretched Vigilantes 5-book trilogy I think there are 15% off still. And there you go. So there we go. That's it for the 50th anniversary Dungeons & Dragons official product for the month of June, or lack thereof. Origins is in a few days. We're a month away from San Diego Comic Book Con and 2 months away from Gen Con. So if we still haven't seen anything from Wizards by Gen Con, then I guess we're just not going to see it. And then it's just, why? Why would you not do this? Literally, it's a license to print free money. Official Dungeons & Dragons t-shirt from Wizards of the Coast. Bam! Even I would have bought it. But as always with Wizards of the Coast, nothing they do makes sense. So buy my merch and ignore them. Talk to you soon. Get off my land.
Yo, check. Yeah, we're not the type to play games.